Hi, my name is Sophia, and I am a senior in high school, and I'm about to finish my Girl Scout Gold Award project. My project is all about mental health and fixing your problems through writing. And so for my journal, I worked with 3 organizations, or my journal project. I worked with 3 organizations. My main one was the counseling place, and they were my sponsor for the whole project. So for the Girl Scout project, you pick organizations or companies that represent what you're targeting. So mine was mental health. So the counseling place is a therapy organization. It's a nonprofit organization, and they work with all sorts of different people. They work with police officers, they work with kids, they work with adults, they work with teens, they work with everyone, which is really cool. And they actually have journaling programs there too, so I kind of branched off on something they already had started and made my own thing. And then I worked with a junior high called West, and I got journals. I got 150 journals to them through their AVID program, which is really cool. The counselors there are so sweet. They're so helpful, and they really do care about the kids, which is really amazing. And I went there as a middle schooler, so it was really fun seeing how I can affect kids that are in the same position I was a couple years ago, which is really nice. And then I worked with an organization called Gearing Up, which is another counseling place, and same thing, they work with all different type of people. They actually have a bunch of teen groups, which is really cool for me. And so I got them journals to work with their girls groups, and they're about 15 to 18 years old in that group, and they were the ones who looked at my website that I created and looked at the journals to make sure that the information I was giving out was going to be helpful, and also they were looking at it just to see if they thought what their opinions were on it. So, and they're licensed counselors. I had the lady in charge of the Gearing Up program actually come and look at my website and all that kind of stuff, and she gave me some really awesome advice, which was really nice to see someone who is in a field that I really respect and that I'm targeting my whole project over kind of give me some advice and help me with my resources and stuff like that, so it was really fun. And so this is my journal that I created. These were the main part of my whole project. So this is the little cover that me and my helpers created, and they're all different, so they're all kind of for different people. This one's about camping, and then there's some that are like just plain colors or like designs, and I kind of wanted everyone to feel like it was more personalized than just having like a journal that everyone had the same ones. And so on the inside there is, does this sound like you, and basically just some reasons why people usually say they don't want a journal or reasons why they can't. And honestly, any reason you give me, there's probably a great solution, and I feel like journaling is good for everyone, and it could be right for everyone. You just have to kind of change it to be what you need, which is really awesome, which is what I find amazing about journaling. And then we have 9 easy ways to get started, so they're basically just kind of prompts, so if you need like a little help picking what you want to write about in a constructive way, which is the whole purpose of this, it's writing in a process that's going to help you instead of overwhelm you. And then on the inside, there are these little quotes, which is like the cutest thing ever. I love these. And I picked them all out myself, and they're all about mindfulness and mental health and caring about yourself, which is really good because that's something you really need to be careful of, especially as a teenager. You're kind of focusing on everyone else and not yourself. And this is my favorite quote. It says, "My happiness does not depend on other people, and it is not up to me to make others happy." Could not be more true. I just wish every teenager, every adult, every child would believe this. It's so important to see that what you're doing doesn't affect those around you, or it shouldn't. That shouldn't be what you worry about. You shouldn't be worrying about what people think of you. You shouldn't be worrying about, I need to help everyone here be happy, or else I can't be happy. It's the other way around. If you're not happy, if you're not secure with yourself, then you cannot help anyone else around you. That's just how it is. You have to take care of yourself before you can take care of anyone else. And I know it's the most cliche thing to say, but it's so true. And I feel like a lot of people kind of stick their mental health kind of on the bottom or the back burner because they have so many other things that need to get done or so many other things in their life. And it's not a priority to them, but it should be a priority. And that's what I think writing helps you with. It puts that mental health on the top. Makes it number one, because you're always writing, you're always thinking about yourself, you're being mindful in the moment, you're thinking about what you need, first of all, and what you're seeing in your behavior. You're analyzing yourself, which sounds crazy, but it's really fun and really helpful. Okay, and then on the back page, I have resources. So like I said, the counseling place, this is their address and their phone number, so if you ever want to talk to them, they're amazing, and I totally recommend it if you ever need to talk to someone as a counselor or a therapist. They're amazing. I love them. And then I have a suicide prevention hotline, a domestic violence hotline, a troubled teen hotline, which I think is really cool because it's like it specifically for teens. And a lot of teens, there's been a rise in anxiety and depression the past couple of years, and they need someone to talk to. Sometimes our problems are too small or too big for us to deal with, and we like to make them feel small or make them look small so we can ignore them. Totally the wrong way to go with it. You need to confront your problems. You need to critically deal with it. You need to care about yourself enough to make a change, which is what writing does for you, in my opinion. It gives you a chance to make that change, gives you a chance to see what changes you need to make. And then there's a one for mental health disorders, so if you ever need to talk about any of those things like depression, anxiety, anything like that, you can go to this place, and they specialize in that, which is really helpful for teens and adults and kids, which is great for me. And then there's a website about journaling, so it's just more tips and tricks that are going to help you get started, because this is your first step in taking care of your mental health. And I wish people would see it for what it was. It is a step in the right direction to help you in the long run. And then I have a little QR code of my website, which is a road to a better mind / like freewebsite.com. And they're great. I love my website. I love it. I just feel like it's everything I want to say to people. And I feel like this gives them an opportunity because they see this and they're like, okay, well, I'm going to look at the resources. And then they go to my website and there are even more resources, even more places you can call and talk to, even more tips and tricks for journaling. There's reasons why journaling helps you. There's reasons why you should journal. I just want people to have that ability to look at those things, and because it's not very often where you are on Instagram or Facebook and you don't see that many stuff about journaling. You don't see that much stuff about mental health, which I wish it was a bigger presence because a lot of teens need that. I started journaling at a very young age. My aunt started with me. She's a therapist, and so she really instilled that on me, and I've really loved it so much. It's helped me understand who I am. It's helped me find someone that I can talk to, which sounds crazy, you're talking to a journal, but it's like a friend that you can talk to who will always be there to listen to you, always just be there for you to trust. You always have someone to trust, which is amazing for me. And I really hope that people can understand that this really helps you start building that relationship with yourself that you need. You need a relationship with yourself to be happy, to be healthy. Your mental health is not just mental. It affects your physical health. And I need people to understand that because it's so important for kids especially, because you need to start with the kids you know, with the young adults that you know. Get them started on a healthy lifestyle so when they grow up, they can be the generation that changes it for us all. And that's where I wanted to have this project impact. I wanted to make that change in one generation and see that carry on through years and years and years. And so that's why I targeted junior high kids. And so I hope if you're watching this, you found this beneficial and you enjoyed my journaling project. And I hope that you check out my website, and I'll put the link in the bio. And I'll put some more resources for the counseling place. And so thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and pick up a piece of paper and start writing. Thank you.